Let's begin today's Vanguard news with a reminder that I'll be butchering some of the cards' names revealed for Brandgate and EZBT07, since I'm too tired to find the proper pronunciation, because I just got back from locals winning with Reziel 2 weeks in a row. Hashtag humble brag. Hashtag metasheep. Envoy of the Moon Repsold is your typical D-series starter that you can't replace for either due to the deck's moon theme. Follower of the Moon Fresnel when riding over Repsold lets you reveal a grade 3 Veissrugr from your eye deck to put a moon gate from either your deck or hand. Then draw a card. If you put a card in hand with this ability, an Aurora Battle Princess main just angrily slammed their table on how they can't get a similar white line for their prison card. Then again, Seraph Pure Light existing is probably why they should get punished if they draw Galactulus in their opening hand. Moongate is a set order card.
The moon haunts you!
That you can only have one copy in your deck. While in the order zone, you can pay 3 energy and resting this card to call up to 1 Mythish unit card with a grade equal or lower than your Vanguard from the top 7 cards of your deck. You put 2 other Mythish cards from those 7 cards into your order zone as well if you have a grade 3 or higher Veissrugr Vanguard. Why the hell wasn't this a set order token when you can only have 1 copy in your deck anyway? And no, thinning your deck by 1 card isn't a valid reason, as Impuldio and even Elodium already showed us that Bushiroad is willing to make set order tokens. What the hell even dictates these design philosophies? Vassal of the Moon Ramsden when riding over Fresnel lets you put up to 1 Mythish unit card into your hand and 1 into your order zone from the top 7 cards of your deck. I'm suddenly having Shojodoji PTSD, and thus the meta repeats itself, but with a new coat of paint. Keeper of the Moongate Veissrugr once per turn while on Vanguard lets you pay 2 Soul Blast to use your Moongate card's act ability in your order zone without paying its cost. While on Vanguard, you can pay 1 Counter Blast when it attacks to call up to 2 Mythish unit cards from your order zone to rear guard in the same column and they get 5k power. And while on Vanguard, you can put a Mythish card from your drop zone to the bottom of your deck when your Mythish card is put on the Guardian Circle to give that Mythish card 5k shields. My PTSD was completely justified. This is just Shojodoji where Bushiroad patched its nation to Brandgate, remove its ability to mess with opponents' rear guards and hand, and replaced it with the ability to filter your deck twice. And expect rule sharks to prevent you from taking back your move of using your Moongate's ability first before using this card's act ability, because you already rested your Moongate and will be a quote-unquote irreversible game state. Pro Ring Mythish Ragnarok lets you have up to 16 copies of it in your deck. While on rear guard, it gets the boost ability if you have a grade 3 or higher Veissrugr Vanguard, introducing the most expensive common card in Vanguard outside of promo cards in standard format, assuming this is one of the better options for the deck, that you need to run at least 6 or more copies. Elif Gulmani is a normal order card that can only be played by paying 1 Counter Blast to give one of your grade 3 or higher Veissrugr Vanguard a continuous ability that gives all your Mythish rear guards 5k power and all your Mythish rear guards placed by your card's ability get an additional 5k power. Assuming that this is the only way for the deck to create big pressure, this will be the first one to get removed once better cards come out. The Heroic Deeds Draco Kid while on rear guard gets 5k power during the battle it boosted while you have a grade 3 or higher Veissrugr Vanguard, and while on rear guard, it gets 2k power when it boosts a grade 3 or higher Veissrugr Vanguard. Then you can pay 1 Soul Blast and putting a Mythish card from your drop zone to the bottom of your deck to charge 3 energy. Why the hell is this a double rare when Elodium's 15k booster in the same set is just a rare? On a side note, it seems Bushiroad's random asset folder was opened once again, as this card aesthetically does not look like any of Veissrugr's units, and settled for the one that's a Digimon. Finally, the first Mythish Wolfson Rosny when placed on rear guard makes you attack one of your opponent's front row rear guards when it would attack your opponent's Vanguard while you have a grade 3 or higher Veissrugr Vanguard. And while on rear guard, it gets 5k power when it attacks while your order zone has a Moongate. Then you can either pay 1 Counter Blast or 3 energy to draw a card. On paper this is a very intimidating unit, as it's a 15k attacker on turn 2 with a draw ability, until you realize that this card is the at-home version of the grade 2 Obscure Deed. And that concludes this Vanguard news without the bullshit. Special thanks to my Patreon members for continuing to support my content creation. Be sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments if
The moon haunts you!
with Shojodoji's face.